Hello you guys! Today we're going to revisit the past and talk about some free campsites that I've visited in Utah, California, and Nevada. I hope that you enjoyed these videos. Some of them are great blasts from the past, and it makes me want to get out there and find more enjoyable free campsites. So I hope that you enjoy the video, and if you've already seen these, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite and if you've visited any of these free campsites. All right, let's get started. I want to take you along on this drive through Utah. I want to show you this epic camp spot that I found tonight. Alright, so this campsite is right outside of Cedar City, Utah. It is such a great place to camp. I used FreeRoam and freecampsites.net to find this site. I knew I wanted to camp in this area close to the Kanara Falls, and I used those apps to find this beautiful campsite along the river. I really enjoyed it. Makes me want to get back out to Utah and find some other cool spots. But free camping is the way to go, especially if you're already about to spend some money by paying for gas to get to places or paying for attractions in the area. You could stay here if you were visiting Bryce Canyon or Zion. It's about an hour north of those places, but there's also free camping in those areas also, so make sure you are utilizing your apps to find free campsites. You guys, I made it to the campsite. It is beautiful. I parked right along the water here. This is BLM Camping, so it's free and it's about 30 minutes from the Kanara Falls trailhead, so it's a little bit further from Las Vegas, but I think it's worth it. I'd rather camp here than in a parking lot, and I couldn't find any free camping on the Compendium site or FreeRoam or anything like that. So if you need advice on how to find camping spots, I will leave links to all the apps that I use: FreeRoam, Compendium, iOverlander. So this one is totally free. The other option was Walmart, so I'm glad I chose this. I want to show you guys how I packed everything this time. It's a lot better. I had a lot less stuff, and I decided last time to switch my head around, so my head is at the back of the vehicle because when the window's shut or when the door's shut, I can look up and see the stars in it. So that's basically what I did to switch it up. However, I think I'm still going to do a full bed platform in the future, but it's not necessary right now. I don't have Bruce with me, so there's nobody taking up extra space. And I also added some more foam. I added one more piece of foam underneath to make it a little bit softer. So I've got the bed this way, and look how much, there's so much more room than last time. The only thing in the way is the aquatainer, and yeah, so a lot easier. It's definitely better with less stuff. However, if there's, an opportunity where I want to do some fishing and use my crawfish traps, then obviously that takes more room. I'm just gonna get all cozy and just go to bed, I guess. Anyways, I will see you guys in the morning. Good night.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy.
Good morning from Coal Creek, Utah. I slept really good. You couldn't tell on my face I slept really good. I was really warm and cozy last night, and it was cold out here. Alright, so this free campsite in Tacoma, California is right near the Tacoma Hot Springs. So you can camp for free and then drive on down the road and soak in some hot springs, or you can take a nice walk. This is such a great spot. There's BLM land everywhere, all over California, and especially in this area just outside of Death Valley National Park. Hello everyone, I'm in Tacoma. Alright, so we're going to start with setting up the tent. The tent is super easy. It is the Coleman Instant Tent. I just have this cheap tarp that I've had for several years, probably from my first Coleman Instant Tent, which I had for over 10 years. So this is a great tent. It's supposed to set up in 60 seconds. I'd say it's like just about a minute or two. And just like that. So the poles are already attached, and you just extend them sort of like a pop-up. And that's that. Let's check out our little setup over here. I always keep a chair in my car, and I have this kitchen box with just about anything you need in it, always packed. There's a cooler. Joss and I have the same tent. And let's go check out the sunset. Know that Mount Charleston can get busy even in the primitive sites, but there's also Lovell Canyon, which is in the mountains going towards Pahrump. It is still the same mountain range, the Spring Mountains, and you can find primitive camping all around Lovell Canyon. It's free, It is beautiful. There's hikes, there's trails, and you can just enjoy the outdoors. I really love camping over there. It's still relatively quiet. Even when it's packed, there's enough room to spread around, and there's far less traffic. Everyone, I'm on a fun solo camping adventure. It's pretty cold. I'm going to start setting up now. Okay, I've got basically the entire camp set up. I forgot my cook stove, so I'm gonna have to cook over the fire this trip. Should be fun and interesting. I've got a nice fire pit area here that I need to make some adjustments to. But the bed setup, that is the #1 goal when I get to camp, so that when it gets too cold I can just hop on in to the bed. I have a better setup this time with the Coleman instant cot that's inflatable. I have a link to that cot below in the description, and I used the cot for the first time on my first camping trip of 2021 where I went to the Gold Buttes. I had it the wrong direction in the tent, so this time I turned it the other way and it seems to be fitting nicely. And I put a blanket underneath the mattress, the air mattress, so that it wouldn't lose pressure overnight. And then I also put a blanket on top because last time I was cold, and I think that's because I didn't have any real barrier between the mattress and my body. But here is the setup that I've got going on. So I've got some flannel sheets. I've got a fitted sheet. Underneath the fitted sheet I have a Mexican blanket, and underneath the air mattress itself I have another blanket. All right, the fire pit is all cleaned out. Boy, that's a chore. You should clean out the fire pit and make sure that it's safe. I've got plenty of rocks surrounding it. I'm not having a bonfire or a raging fire. I'm just gonna have a nice calm fire. I forgot my stove, so I've got to use that to cook. So I wanted to dig a nice hole. I might dig it a little bit deeper actually, and so I can get some nice coals going. So we are going on our little walk here. It's such a beautiful night. I was thinking maybe we can walk to the top of this hill over here. We are so lucky to have such a beautiful spot, a free camping spot, which is amazing. And it's just lovely out here. Check out this lonely Joshua tree over here. Oh, somebody found some snow. The Gold Butte area in Nevada is just outside of Mesquite or Moapa, and this is such a beautiful area. The landscape is incredible with all the reds and oranges, and the sunsets were just absolutely breathtaking. No light pollution to look at the stars. It is a national monument and the camping is free. It is such an incredible place. I hope that you take the chance to go visit the Gold Buttes and get some free camping in while enjoying the scenery. This is an off-road paradise, Gold Buttes. It is just so incredible, and I cannot wait to go back once it cools down just a little bit. Everyone, it's our first camping trip of 2021 and we are in the Gold Buttes. I'm here with Jocelyn, and Jocelyn brought Blue and I've got Bruce. It is such a beautiful campsite. Really, I couldn't ask for more in a free campsite. The views are just incredible. Now, always remember to pick up after yourself when you are visiting any place, especially the free areas. Make sure that you pick up after other people if you can. Leave it better than you found it so that we can continue to enjoy these free places. I would hate for places to close down or continue to close down. We know that they do close down, and it is our right to use these public lands. We just don't want them to go anywhere. And I encourage you to get out and use your public lands, because I feel like when they're not being used is when the BLM and the federal agencies really like to think about selling off parts of these lands if they think nobody's using them. So, you know, in this situation, the more the merrier. And if you're a free primitive camp person, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite part is, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.